present moment awareness. So it is paying attention deliberately to the here and now. And why would you want to do that? Well, one of the reasons is you are training your brain to be in the here and now. By practicing mindfulness deliberately, you will find that you then automatically are mindful of what you're doing. You are automatically in the present moment. And that's really important today, because if you think about it, we spend a lot of our time planning for the future, working towards goals. It's all about tomorrow, what we can achieve and the successes we can have. And that's quite tricky, because you're constantly living in the future, but actually the reality is that we only have today. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. A lot of us live with regrets of the past. What's the point of that? You can't change anything that's happened in the past. You have guilt, you have disappointments, you have problems of the past, and you need to find a way to actually bring your awareness into the future. I'm not saying you forget everything that's happened in the past, but if you dwell on that, you're going to end up living with the regrets of the past. And there's not much point in that, because you can't change anything in the past. You can't in any way control the future. So the only thing you really can control is the here and now, the very present moment that we're in. Mindfulness is non-religious. However, its roots can be found in Buddhism, in the philosophies and practices of the Buddhists. And I look at mindfulness in very simple terms. You have mindfulness, which is an informal training of the brain, and then you have meditation, which is your formal training of the brain. So a mindfulness practice, for example, could be I'm washing my hands, and as I'm washing my hands, I'm very, very aware of what I'm doing. So I'm feeling the soap in my hands, I'm feeling the warm water on my hands, and I'm deliberately paying attention to the feelings in my hands, the smell of the soap, the sensations that this is causing, and the feelings and emotions it's evoking in me. That's the informal training. The formal training of mindfulness is meditation, where you sit and you practice meditation for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and you take time out of your daily life to train the mind to be in the here and now. I think there's also a bridge between the two. So I teach Just Gym classes, I'm a dancer, and when I go into a class, that is my everyday life. I am teaching, but it is also a form of meditation for me. So it's a little bit of both. And for some of you, that could be something like jogging, or doing a meditation where you're actually not sitting down and doing it. So for example, if I'm standing in a queue and I do a 3-minute breathing space, that is a bridge between this formal and informal training of the mind. If you feel that to begin with you can't spend 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes of your life sitting down and meditating, then start working with the informal training. Bring mindfulness into your everyday life. So next time you brush your teeth, tomorrow morning or this evening, do it mindfully. So think about putting the toothpaste on the toothbrush, brushing your teeth mindfully, and feeling every sensation that brings up. If your mind wanders, gently remind your mind to come back to the here and now and the brushing of the teeth. Because what you'll find is we often will brush our teeth and we're thinking about the day ahead, or the day that's just gone, or the things we have to do, or the dinner we've just had, but we're not really thinking about brushing our teeth. So try that as a starting point and see how that works for you.